problems with these air shocks and this leveling control system since I got the car. Once I swapped out the shock absorbers with new ones, but they don't hold the air. So now I try to kill the air leveling thing, and hopefully the ride quality improves. So these are the air shocks, the airflow shock absorbers. This is the air line to build up more pressure and get a higher ride height, but they don't hold the air. I already tried to find the leaks, and now I want to kill those, even though they are just a few years old. So first, let's the airline out of the way. Okay, so there was still some air left. Obviously. And these are the new ones. I don't know how it's pronounced. KYB. But let's try those. This looks about the same up there, and down here it looks good too. So first let's get off the lower bolt here. And I try to cheat my way through with metric wrenches and sockets. Two. Alright, now let's put the lower bolt here, like so, and get this out of the way. So, my goal here is to put this bolt through first. Cut this band here and let it extend up in here. Try to guide it. Oh yeah. This one is way too short. So let's stick with the old ones until I get a new pair of shocks. Okay, so honestly, it's not that much of a difference here, lengthwise. Put this shock in, put the wheel back on, lower it to get up here. just enough room to get these bolts started. I don't know if you can see that, but there's just enough room to get these bolts started. So that's one, there's number two. Foot-pounds. Let's go. So first one's done, and now I'm really curious how the ride height is. Will it improve? Yep. Finally. Because with the air shocks, it was sitting kind of like a lowrider. That doesn't fit my Caddy. So this side is done. Let's move to the passenger side. All right, so let's get this this air line out of the way first. This should be empty, and it is, because the other side just blew out. And I still have to pull out the line from the other side to the license plate where the filling rack is. It's a little bit tighter in here. One. Let's pull out the lower one. Here we go. Out of the field, and then what's the no? I'm gonna start with the lower bolt. Your first two, because it's easier to access the top bolts than this lower bolt behind the wheel. Same procedure as on the other side. Put the roll back on, lower it a little, and tighten the upper two bolts. Alright, first bolt is in. Now the second bolt. The second bolt is really hard to get started in here with almost no room to move. Why won't you get started? Now we're talking. First one's in, now the second one. Nice. This is a huge improvement. So the only thing that's still left to do is get out the old airline and take him for a ride. This is where you fill the air shocks. I'm gonna try to pull out the whole line and kind of erase it, because I kinda, even though Cadillac was at the forefront of luxury, especially back in the years. But I tend to like it even more if my Caddy has less of these features that sometimes don't work and cause troubles. This is what I just unbolted, and now let's pull out the whole system. Just pull these lines back on each side. Just gotta pull it out, wearing back in. So this is the airline I just pulled out. I'm gonna keep it anyways, but there is a very slight chance I will ever put this back in. Inside the car, I could hear a mystery clunk sound from time to time. Annoying? Yes. Easy to locate? Not a chance. But this cam finally reveals it. Look and listen closely. That's the rear axle literally kissing the exhaust pipe. Now that I've found the issue, it's time to address it. I'll show you the fix in an upcoming video, so stay tuned.